Hello, welcome to Krafting Kitty. My name is Erin. It is Monday, which means it's time for Yarn Management Monday. Before we hop into that though, let's look at day 6. Day 6 of my 31-day countdown to Halloween from Yarnacious Fibers. This is the Something Dark and Grim set. So far, it's all been kind of gothic fairy tale themed. 1, 2, 3. It is pink. It is pink. It's been Sleeping Beauty lately, so let's see if that trend continues. It is Sleeping Beauty Thorn Spun Crown. This is a very pale pink. I would call this ballet pink. Here we go. Again, it's a light tonal. And I can see how this would fit in the theme so far. So there you go. Again, a nice soft, a lovely color. I am really loving this palette. I think this is going to be a pretty one. I still don't know what project I'm going to make. But, I mean, with yarn like this, it can't help but be pretty, right? Okay, so what are we doing today? Well, it is time for Yarn Management Monday. I'm wearing a new dress and the sleeves are a little tight and it's kind of bunched up around my neck. It was fine when I was walking around, but when I sat down it all went like floop. You didn't need to know that. So Yarn Management Monday is half of the theme for my channel this year. This year I wanted to tame things. I wanted to tackle things. I wanted to get things under control. One part of that, I am so sorry, is controlling my yarn collection. I have been pretty open. I am exceeding my storage allocation right now, and I need to get it under control. It does not help that Karen is dropping new beautiful yarns. I am so curious about some new yarn inspiration yarn. The Karen, the Simply Soft Luster. I'm so curious about that, but I'm not gonna get it. I'm sorry. You'll see others, I'm sure, reviewing that, and someday I'll get it, but not in the near future here. Gotta draw a line somewhere. You can't get all the new stuff. So yeah, on Mondays we do Yarn Management Monday. We talk about the yarn that's out on my shelves. I have some yarn on the wall there. I've got cubes. I've got shelves with some baskets. This size basket over here. And then there is some yarn in a storage closet back there in tubs. But that storage closet is barricaded because the door... You guys don't need to know this, but I'll share. Again, a peek behind the curtain into the chaos that is Erin's craft room. The door broke. And so I've got a sewing table, and then I've got like a organization table, and there's a space between the wall and the table that's kind of a dead zone. There's not a lot of stuff that can go there. So the things I don't know what to do with get thrown there. And, yeah, it's all in front of that door. I don't know how to get that yarn out. And I know there's a couple of projects I really want to do in there. I got a bunch of Hobby Horizon yarn to make a blanket. And I know it's in there. But I also have enough projects out here that it's not a dire concern. If it was a dire concern, I would probably have space to put all the stuff I don't know what to do with. And then I'd have access to that yarn. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm digressing. But all of this yarn management is helping me go through, look at the yarn, say, is this a yarn I still want to use? Does this yarn excite me? Is this yarn something I'm able to use? Comfortably 4-weight yarn is about the highest, but I can do 5, 6, and 7. I can't use. It really irritates my wrists. I know for some people it's the opposite. It's the thin stuff that irritates you and you prefer the thicker stuff. So everyone has their preferences and their needs based on their circumstances. We have this cube and one more cube to go through, and then we are done with that yarn wall over there. Oh, I also do have a couple of bins on the bottom row of my fabric. I consolidated and got rid of some fabric, and I freed up 3 cubes, and I'm hoping to free up 4 more. Maybe I only freed up Nope, I freed up 2 cubes, and I need to free up 4 more. Yeah, we'll get there. It'll get there. This cube is one of the more tightly packed ones, so that's nice. Let's see what's in here. On the top, I see some Care Simply Soft in white. Not sure how much we have to go through Care Simply Soft. It is a medium 4 weight, but extremely thin. 100% acrylic. They want 4mm knitting needles and crochet hook, machine washable and dryable. Don't triangle, don't iron, don't dry clean. Where was this made? Made in the USA with imported fibers. So this is some old Simply Soft. There you go. When Karen was still made in the US. I have 2 white. I have 1, 2 dark country blue. This one doesn't feel as kind of shiny as the other ones. And then I have 1, 2, 3 blue gingham is this one. It's white, kind of cream with blue speckles. Let's see if there's a yardage difference between the speckle. 5 ounces, 235 yards. 6 ounces, 315 yards. So 6 ounces, 315 yards on the solid colors. You lose an ounce and 80 yards-ish? No. Was it 315? 315. So 70 would take you to 3. Yeah, so 80 yards. You lose an ounce and 80 yards on the speckle. But there you go. Now, in here, I actually do remember this because I was so annoyed that the Red Heart Super Saver Brushed was not available in our area for so long, and it was so readily available in Canada. I really wanted it, and when it became available, the only 2 colors I could get my hands on were this one, which is Clay. Super Saver Brushed is a Red Heart yarn, 5 ounces, 141 grams. They want you to use, like I said, this one is Clay. Medium 4, 5.5mm crochet hook, 5mm knitting needles. Machine wash cold, gentle cycle. Do not iron, do not triangle. Lay flat to dry, 100% acrylic. It's floofy. I love this. I was so obsessed with this. So I have Clay in 1, 2, 3. And then I have a darker soft brick. This is a darker red. And I have 1, 2, oops, don't knock over my Simply Soft. 3 of that. I'm going to be honest. I don't think I'm that excited by this anymore. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why I'm not excited by it anymore, but I'm not. In here I also have 4 of this. This is Lion Brand Basic Stitch. I love this color. This is 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 185 yards, 170 meters. Machine washable and dryable, 100% acrylic. Do not triangle, do not iron, do not dry clean. Medium 4, 5mm knitting needles and crochet hook. Colorway is Pomegranate. and it's made in India. I really, really like Basic Stitch. I think it's a good high quality yarn, anti-pilling, very soft. I love it. I'm keeping it. Like I said, I have 4. I'm not sure if you need proof of all 4, but there you go. All 4. Okay, what am I going to do here? I'm keeping the Basic Stitch. I quite like it. I have an idea for this blue and white carry-on. Of course, it's a blanket, and I think you could do some pretty fun striping with these 7 colors I have. So I'm gonna keep this. Oh, no. Come on, brush. Don't fall over. I don't know why I didn't expect it to fall over, because I'm moving what was supporting it. This is gonna awkwardly stack in here now. That's okay. The 6 of these brushed is enough to make a very good sized project, but yeah, I'm not super excited about it right now. So I'm going to put this in my giveaway area. I'm not going to do... Wait! Erin, why did you put your pickle jar kit in your giveaway area? That's not cool. So yeah, let's get rid of this. All 6 of those are going away to find a home another day. Someone else can make something lovely with that. I know Sandy from Crochet A Canada was very obsessed with that. Made many lovely items. I was excited to use it, but it's fallen off. I could see a very fun blanket right there. I'm sure you could make a cardigan, be super cozy. You can make tons of stuff. Red Heart is generally a workhorse yarn. You can do just about anything with it, but right now I don't think I want to. And as long as it's in the box behind me, I can still change my mind and reclaim it if I want. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be terribly disappointed if I decide to send that off to somebody. I think that's really all I have for today. These cubes are, because they're like the slide-in cubes, I can't quite cram as much in. So they're a little smaller, a little less yarn, a little quicker to go through, which might be a delight to you, because I have been getting rambly lately. I don't know, something's in the air, something's in the air. Autumn is in the air, I can tell you that. High of 67 today. Finally turned off the AC. It was a high of 83 yesterday. It got to about 85. And yeah, today it's dark, dreary, rainy, cool. 'Tis autumn, and that's exciting. And I've got a poof on my eyeglasses. And I think the cat is yelling at me. You are. Hello. Okay, I'll be out in a second, Miss Bossy Pants. Yeah. What are you upset about even? I fed you and made sure you had water today. Normally you don't ask for your cuddles until later in the day. Is the darkness confusing you too? Yeah. I woke up this morning, the alarm went off. I was like, no way, it's wake up time. It's far too dark out there. It was wake up time. Okay, I love you all. I'm going to talk to you later. Bye-bye.